Letter 361. For Mistress Craig, upon the death of her hopeful son, who was drowned while washing himself in a river in France. 9 reasons for resignation. Mistress, you have so learned Christ as now in the furnace, what dross, what shining of faith may appear, must come forth. I heard of the removal of your son, Mr. Thomas. Though I be dull enough in discerning, yet I was witness to some spiritual savouriness of the new birth and hope of the resurrection, which I saw in the hopeful youth, when he was, as was feared, a-dying in this city. And since it was written and advisedly appointed in the spotless and holy decree of the Lord, where and before what witnesses, and in what manner, whether by a fever, the mother being at the bed, or by some other way in a far country, dear patriarchs died in Egypt, precious to the Lord, and have wanted burials. Psalm 79 verse 3. Your safest way will be to be silent, and command the heart to utter no repining and fretting thoughts of the holy dispensation of God. Number 1. The man is beyond the hazard of dispute. The precious youth is perfected and glorified. Number 2. Had the youth lain year and day, pained beside a witnessing mother, it had been pain and grief lengthened out to you in many portions, and every parcel would have been a little death. Now his holy majesty hath in one lump and mass brought to your ears the news, and hath not divided the grief into many portions. Number 3. It was not yesterday's thought, nor the other year's statute, but a counsel of the Lord of old. And who can teach the Almighty knowledge? Number 4. There is no way of quieting the mind and of silencing the heart of a mother but godly submission. The readiest way for peace and consolation to clay vessels is that it is a stroke of the potter and former of all things. And since the Holy Lord hath loosed the grip, when it was fastened sure on your part, I know that your light, and I hope that your heart also will yield. It is not safe to be at pulling and drawing with the omnipotent Lord. Let the pull go with him, for he is strong. And say, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Number 5. His holy method and order is to be adored. Sometimes the husband before the wife, and sometimes the son before the mother. So hath the only wise God ordered, and when he is sent before and not lost in all things, give thanks. Number 6. Meditate not too much on the sad circumstances. The mother was not witness to the last sigh, possibly cannot get leave to wind the son, nor to weep over his grave. And he was in a strange land. There is a like nearness to heaven out of all the countries of the earth. Number 7. This did not spring out of the dust. Feed and grow fat by this medicine, and fare of the only wise Lord. It is the art and the skill of faith to read what the Lord writeth upon the cross, and to spell and construct right his sense. Often we miscall words and sentences of the cross, and either put nonsense on his rods or burden his majesty with slanders and mistakes, when he mindeth for us thoughts of peace and love, even to do us good in the latter end. Number 8. It is but a private stroke on a family, and little to the public arrows shot against grieved Joseph and the afflicted. But dead, senseless, and guilty people of God, this is the day of Jacob's trouble. Number 9. There is a bad way of wilful swallowing of a temptation and not digesting it, or laying it out of memory without any victoriousness of faith. The Lord, who forbiddeth fainting, forbiddeth also despising. But it is easier to counsel than to suffer. The only wise Lord, furnish patience. It were not amiss to call home the other youth. I am not a little afflicted for my Lady Kenmure's condition. I desire you, when ye see her, to remember my humble respects to her. My wife heartily remembereth her to you, and is wounded much in mind with your present condition, and suffereth with you. Grace be with you. Yours in the Lord, Samuel Rutherford, St. Andrew's, August the 4th, 1660.